Should I put my phone plugged into my battery pack in a small cooler with an ice pack covered in a towel to prevent it from overheating? What?
No.
I think the answer, I don't think there's a lot to talk about with this other than no.
I'm just confused as to like why your head went that way. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Grim Grinning Dads. We are 3 Disney-loving dads, and we often share our tips, tricks, and a whole lot more. Mostly a whole lot more. My name is Caleb the Croc Man, and as always, I am joined by Tyler and Charlie. And today we're gonna be answering some questions from you guys. A few more questions from you guys. If you don't know, we have partnered with the Walt Disney World Tips and Tricks Facebook page, and man, you guys have a lot of questions, and I'm excited to dive into them and answer a few of those. But if you guys don't already know and haven't been following along for very long, we are all 3 travel advisors. We are part of Genie Travel Company. We specialize in Disney vacations, but we send people all over the place, from Disney, Universal, all-inclusives, cruising, whatever. So if you would like our help in planning and booking your next vacation to Disney or anywhere else, feel free to reach out. In the show notes below, we have a form that you can fill out. Before we get into answering your questions, though, there is a little bit of news to get into here. I wanted to just open this up real fast here. Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios Animation Courtyard has dropped their walls. And I know we've said it a few times before already, but the Sorcerer Hat has returned to Hollywood Studios, and it is there in all of its glory. And we actually
I wouldn't say all of its glory. We know what all of its glory looked like.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
All of its glory was huge. Like,
yeah, that's fair.
It almost was like too much for that spot.
Well, I think the knock on it was that it completely blocked the view of the theater.
Theater's
but
so good.
It was so funny, like that park, not to sidetrack this whole conversation from the get-go, but here we go. Like, they didn't really know what they wanted the icon of that park to be. Like, I feel like they wanted it to be the water tower, but that never really caught on. So I think it became the Sorcerer Hat, and then that's gone. So like now it's like, oh, is it the theater? Is it Tower of Terror? Like,
Tower.
I don't really know. I think most people now would say Tower of Terror. I would kind of say it's the theater, just because, for a park that's supposed to be about movies and movie making, or at least it was, makes sense to be the icon. But anyway, the hat is back in a fraction of its glory.
Yeah, that's fair. But it does look a lot like the Walt Disney Animation's actual
studios
front facade. So like that's cool. They also have like the Disney Go or the Disney Junior Dance Party there. We're gonna get drawing with Olaf. Like, that's all cool. All that stuff opens up in a few weeks, I believe, at the time of this recording. So that's something that's cool coming out. Actually, I think Memorial Day. So yeah, so it's
all the new
walls are down,
and pretty
soon. Monday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just coming. It's wild.
What is time? Like, honestly, they just pulled down the gates on it, and now like they're you can see it now, and boom, Monday. Like they're gonna start doing everything there. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So by the time y'all are seeing this, it'll be open, and people have already been in there and sharing POV videos on YouTube and whatnot. So I wish we were there to experience it, but it's how it goes sometimes. So, but Hollywood Studios, they have a lot going on there right now, opening up. So what?
You were like, that's just how it goes sometimes, and I just like, it just made me giggle for some reason. I'm not sure.
It really do be like that sometimes.
It really do be like that.
It really
you know what else do be like that? Huh. Bluey's Wild World is gonna have their operating hours. They've revealed those. and they're going to operate from 8:30 a.m. to 3:45 p.m. when it opens on Tuesday. Is it going to be popular? What do we think?
Oh, yeah.
Are people going to line up? Is this going to be the new hotness in?
It'll be the new.
But wait a second. Hold on. That doesn't sound like a full day's worth of hours. That sounds like about a half day's worth of hours.
You know, it could be
almost like they know it's not a full day park.
Stop it! It is 100% a full day park.
Well, I mean, so I guess if you're technically starting your day at 7 a.m. when you can get into the virtual queue, then that adds to that time. And maybe if you stay a little late, like you have a 6 o'clock dinner, that might push you in there till 7.
Yeah,
so at that point, it's still 12 hours.
Or
but then you can hop over to Magic Kingdom and stay there till 11 p.m. You know, so that
if you've got a hopper, for sure.
Yeah, well, it's true.
Or just pop over to Boma or Sanaa and have a nice dinner.
Oh yeah,
no. You go to Magic Kingdom and get some Casey's Corner and watch the fireworks. That's what you do.
Why would I leave where all the good restaurants are and go to where that is?
Yes,
because happily ever after is there. That's why.
So one major thing to note with this, though, is that they've confirmed that guests are only able to join the virtual queue once per day, and there will be no standby line during the initial opening period.
Yep.
So you're going to definitely want to factor that in, set your expectations for that. When the first day that the Walt Disney Experience opened at Disneyland, I was there, and there were 2 virtual queues. The first one was gone before I even had the chance to open it. It was not good. And the second one, thankfully, I got into it and nothing broke down and it worked and it was great. But expect that kind of madness to happen with this, but probably worse, because Bluey's huge. I mean, if I were in Disney World next week, you can bet your bottom dollar I would be there. I would be trying to get that virtual queue, hanging out.
Yep.
At one of the best parks that people don't go to.
Even if it was just me, I'd put I'd put on, they got Bluey ears now, guys, and I'd be putting the Bluey ears on, and I would go and sit down and eat whatever Bluey snack I could and watch Bluey.
Kind of have they talked about this? They haven't talked about the snacks yet, so I think we need to find out.
Not at World
snacks.
They have them at Land already, but nothing at World. But I'm sure that'll be pretty soon. It kind of has to be coming out soon.
Tuesday, yeah. There'll be a cart and it'll have something.
Maybe they'll be teasing it on Sunday when I'm in the park. Who knows?
The dry run, just letting you get some of those snacks.
I'll be the taste tester. I will fall on that sword.
Yeah, just let us know how good it is. Because it's Animal Kingdom, so you know the food's going to be good.
It is. It just
usually, yeah.
Is there a bad thing at Animal Kingdom for food?
I was never wild about Restaurantosaurus, but it's
gone.
It's gone now.
It's extinct now.
It is.
Yeah, it's gone.
Hey, I'll be here all week.
I wish I had a sound. I gotta get a soundboard at some point. Just write that off on my taxes. Get a soundboard, and it could just
soundboard.
They wrote this off for my podcast. We'd have to make money on the podcast for that to be the case, but
hey, maybe one day.
We're not doing it for that. We're not doing it for that.
We're just in a net negative. It's fine. We're in a net negative.
Net negative is good.
How about you, Tyler?
I don't know how to segue out of that.
I was gonna say, how do you do it? Speaking of net negatives,
no.
You want to know what's happening over at Disneyland?
Yeah. Do you want to be a net positive? Go to Disneyland instead, where they have a couple things going on. So starting next month, they are changing their park hopping rules that have been in place, I think, since the reopening after COVID. So you no longer have to wait till 11 a.m. to park hop, which is kind of awesome. So you can park hop before. You still have to tell them which park you're starting in, and it is subject to availability of the other park. So if it's on a really high peak traffic day, like the anniversary day, for example, you may not be able to park hop immediately, but you don't have to wait till 11 anymore, which is kind of cool because park hopping there, as we have discussed, is super easy. And the other bit of news from Disneyland is that the Coco ride construction walls have gone up. So it's kind of in the back corner of Pixar Pier. So it's good to see that that is getting a move on. So now there's construction walls in Avengers Campus and Pixar Pier. So hopefully they can expedite these. I think Avengers stuff is supposed to open next year sometime. I think they wanted it open before Secret Wars is
Mhm.
out. So we'll see if that
I thought they
happens.
wanted it open before Doomsday.
Well, that's not
Yeah,
going to happen. I'll
that's
tell you
not
that right
No.
now.
There
um,
was a lot of delays that happened with it.
yeah.
There
And
was
I'm
a
sure we'll
lot of
get
delays.
some kind of timeline for these things at D23.
Yeah, Marvel's pretty good at giving us timelines.
And then going back on them and
Yeah,
adjusting.
I'd say, it didn't happen. Look at that. Yeah, but the TVA got rid of it. It's been
the
proven.
TVA. The TVA did it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much all the news that there was going on in the Disney World, anyway. So, not Disney World, but Disney World. And yeah,
The
so
Disney universe.
that brings us to that's going to segue us into our main topic for today, and that is y'all's questions. And Charlie looks like he's chomping at the bit. Looks like you're ready to go. You got a question you want us to dive into. So, what do you got?
Well, I could do this random question for the group. Hypothetically speaking, does Disney tow cars every night from the ticketing and transportation center? And let's say, hypothetically speaking, I leave my car there. Since I'm a pass holder, I can get free parking and take an Uber or Lyft to MCO to fly on a vacation. Would that be possible? We're starting it off on a high note, gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna second that no.
Yeah, and I
no.
love that the way this question is written. They say, like, since I'm a pass holder, like they're entitled to just kind of do what they want. Is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's free parking.
What kind of like
Go ahead.
this person sounds like the type of person that would try and park at like Disney Springs in the parking ramp to hop on a bus to go to the parks because the parking's free. But like that's not allowed. You don't do that. Like,
Well, I mean,
they
don't
get a
actively
reservation.
try to stop that.
Right, but like they get a reservation for dining at a resort and then park there, cancel their reservation and go to the park instead. Like,
Well, but
come
now
on, guys.
because I actually just had a call in with Disney about this. So if you have a dining reservation, they're not supposed to let you onto the property until 2 hours before, which is also the window to cancel. So unless they're making some kind of exception, letting you on early, you shouldn't be able to pull that off anymore at a resort. Disney
Right.
Springs is still kind of a loophole, but I mean, and I get it. If you're driving yourself and you want to save, like, what is it, $35 to park now or something? If it's worth the
Yeah, something like
$35 to catch the bus, then great. But I don't know.
Park
I
at
would
the Walmart and Uber
yeah, at that
from
point,
there.
I would park literally off property and then just Uber to the
Right.
park, and you'd be you spend a few bucks,
or to any resort and then take the bus, because then you don't get dropped off at the TTC. You get dropped up at the gate.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like, why wouldn't you do that? Whatever. Like,
yeah, not the way
but
I
no,
would go
don't
about
park
it.
there overnight. Don't
I
park
think
there overnight.
all this person is going to be finding out is where Disney would tow their car. That's what they're going to find out.
And how much the tow was.
A couple of the comments were interesting. One of them was informational. Some of them were like, give it a try and let us know how it goes for you. You know, but this one says, I can speak with someone who had friends that worked at the TTC lot. You cannot leave your car there overnight. Before dawn, they gather up all the wheelchairs left there and red tag abandoned cars for towing. Don't do it. I mean, I think the person even knew that it was a bad. It's like, why is this even a question? Just park at the airport. Let us know which towing service had your car when you get back.
Yeah.
Better question is, what's the impound fee? Is it less than it costs to park at the airport? Like,
Probably
so-
not.
Or I wonder what kind of like strongly worded email you get from Disney. Your car has been magically pixie dusted to like Frank's towing.
It's been whisked away by Tinkerbell's fairy dust and is now promptly put in Paul's impound.
I like this one. Is this question some sort of social experiment? These type of abuses is what causes Disney to tighten restrictions.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a goofy one. I mean, again, even if it costs directly at the airport, it's probably $15 a day or something along those lines.
Mhm.
Sure, that could get pricey. But you are traveling and you are a pass holder, and there are off-site lots too that are less than $15 a day. So there's better options than trying to get away with something that you're most definitely going to get caught at. So
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Should I read the
All right.
next question here?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So if you were doing 4 park days and all 4 parks with a 2.5-year-old, what order would you do? We will be doing 2 park days, rest day, and then 2 park days, trying to figure out the optimal order. We are most excited about Magic Kingdom. Which day would you recommend? First, second, third, or fourth? This is interesting. This comes up a lot. See, you'd say first.
Mhm.
See, I don't know. If that's the one you're most excited about, I'd almost want to save it for last. Because then does every day after that feel like a letdown if you lead off with what you're like most excited for? Or are
Yeah.
you going to be let down anyway because it's Magic Kingdom?
And the food. But I think again, you're going with a 2.5-year-old who's not going to remember much of it anyway. But there's
That's
a lot
fair.
of bright colors and music and sounds and smells and stuff that really caters to that age group.
Yeah.
My thought is that maybe you wait until after your first rest day so that you and your significant other um, are able to be fully rested and manage a 2.5-year-old at a Disney park. You've already done 2 of them, and you've got that rest day in between. I also maybe would recommend, like Magic Kingdom might make sense to do twice. I'm
I
trying to
don't know.
think of like what for the adults. I mean, like there again, you could go everywhere. Like the animals would probably be like a something that they would want to do, but like Epcot for a 2.5-year-old, I'm not sure.
That's fair.
What's that?
All right.
Somebody's calling. They agree with my thought, but what's Caleb? Caleb, your thought was going that first day.
Yeah, so I
What's-
say first day because after that, you might just be way too tired, way too exhausted, and not want to do it.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I think that
Well,
go for it.
I would push back on that a little bit. I think the way to lead off is Animal Kingdom.
And
Because
Animal Kingdom.
well, see, do you want to end on the half day?
Yeah.
I don't. I want to get.
Yeah,
I want
see,
to sun up,
I
sundown
feel like
on the final day.
I would go Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios as the first 2, rest day, Epcot, Magic Kingdom. Now it could also depend on where they're staying. Because because then you could say, well, if they're on the Skyliner, maybe they do Epcot and Hollywood Studios the first 2 days for the convenience. So yeah, my 2 cents would be Magic Kingdom, save it for last if that's your most anticipated, because then you're kind of building towards the end of the trip. But that's just me.
Yeah. I know when we took my daughter ending on Animal Kingdom was great because then we could get back into a routine before going home. That way it's not like the battle of, now we got to get reacclimated to the bedtime and the routine and stuff like that. That was the big help for us. Granted, when my daughter went, she was like 6 months, then 1 year old, then a year and a half, then 2, and then 2.5, and then 3, and 3.25. She went 6 times before she was 4.
That's bananas. Love it.
So that was just one of the things we realized that real fast on our first trip. It was like, this is going to be really hard to get her acclimated back to a routine. Granted, we're also in Central Time, so like there's that time difference that would have thrown everybody off, and so like, yeah, there's just a whole bunch there. So, but the real answer to that is whatever your preference is, Anonymous.
Yeah, I think the three of us would be able to cater.
We could justify it anywhere. We could justify putting it wherever.
Yeah, I think we could. I think to make a good recommendation, I think we just need a little bit more information.
So, yes.
Yeah, where are we staying? What are the top priorities? I mean, we know Magic Kingdom, but like, are there other certain things we want to highlight? Are we on a dining plan? Like, all that kind of stuff can impact how we go.
Yeah, I think that would affect it. How much is your kiddo? Is your kiddo obsessed with, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, or is your kiddo obsessed with animals, or are they obsessed with both? Are they a little Bluey? Like, it's a 2.5-year-old.
Hopefully not dinosaurs.
Hopefully not. They're gonna be mighty disappointed in that if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I got a question for you guys.
I think I just read this one.
Should I put my phone plugged into my battery pack in a small cooler with an ice pack covered in a towel to prevent it from overheating? What?
No.
I think the answer, I don't think there's a lot to talk about with this other than no.
I'm just confused as to like why your head went that way.
This seems like it might have been another social experiment by Anonymous, trying to figure out if they could get some humor.
I don't like that's a long process to make
if
sure
your battery is
phone
heating up that much, there's something else going on with that phone. And not to dive into that whole world, but let's just say I'm familiar with some of these products, and there's some things that you can check and change settings wise to help with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a process. If you're worried about your phone overheating that bad, like, just don't put it in your pocket.
Or don't constantly have it plugged into a battery, or turn off location when you don't need it, or lower the screen brightness. Yeah.
And your phone should go into like a prevention mode if it does start overheating. Like, it should do
or share the responsibility of the lightning lane stuff with other people in your party. Like, don't have it all on one person. Because when my family goes, we usually have it split between my wife and I, and that way it's like it's a little bit more even. Plus, at a certain point, like, she may want to go do something that the rest of us don't, or vice versa. So that way, it's not all on one person to plan for all those little tangents we could go on.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So you don't need a cooler for your phone.
Not a cooler.
Not for that.
There might be other reasons you have a cooler. Not for that.
Not for that.
Actually, I don't even know if you can bring in a cooler.
I don't think you can.
No,
only if you have a medical need for it, right?
Right. And overheating phone is not a medical need.
That's not a medical need.
No, I think they will allow you to bring like lunch boxes that are like,
you can bring lunch boxes,
or you could have a backpack that might have the cooler piece built into it. But I don't think you can bring in like the handheld like coolers with ice and stuff.
Yeah. Well, there's that. There you go.
All right, I like this next one.
Do it.
Disney Springs restaurant recommendations besides Summer House and Raglan Road. I mean, are we just going to sit here and just list all the restaurants at Disney Springs?
I was going to say, all right, we just start from the top.
Boathouse.
Boathouse. You could go to
Homecoming. It's fantastic.
What's the place? It's escaping me now. The steakhouse you like, Charlie?
Edison.
Yeah, I was like, that guy, the electric dude.
Right.
Wine Bar George, I have not been to, but I've heard good things. I have not been to Haleo there. I've been to Haleo here in Vegas, so Haleo is very good. Same with Morimoto. I've never been to that Morimoto, but I've been to Morimoto. Yeah,
highly recommend. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's where my son was willing to try ramen for the first time and like loved it.
Well, that's the spot to do it. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
Like there's so many good places to eat.
There's good quick service too. I mean, Polite Pig, of course.
Polite Pig. Yep.
I mean, I know people kind of think T-Rex is kind of kitschy, but I find it a step above a Rainforest Cafe, like food wise. Like theming could be hit or miss depending on your taste, but I think the food is a little bit better. And then coming soon, of course, Six Ravens.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Get a coffin.
Of course. And like you got swirls on the water for your Dole Whip fix for dessert. Like you've got Gideon's is there for cookies.
Kira Deli is there as well for dessert.
Deli's there. There's a gelato place in there.
Yeah, what's the Earl of Sandwiches there?
Yeah. That's probably your, like, if you're really going on a budget, that's probably your number one like budget option.
Oh, what's the over by Level 99 where that's going in? There's a sports bar there. Oh my goodness, we ate there last summer.
Was it City Works?
Yeah, that's it. That's a good place too. So it's more of a sports bar feel. It's really good food.
You could also eat at House of Blues, which I haven't been to in a long time, but I remember thinking it was pretty good.
STK is there if you kind of want a goodish steak.
Overrated.
Yes, that's why I said goodish.
Let's not even recommend that.
I wouldn't include STK on a list of recommendations. I've been to the one there and I've been to the one here in Vegas. Neither are anywhere near worth the price.
Yeah.
If you're going to get a steak, I would say go to the Edison. Seems like it's going to be a much better time.
I'd put Edison over that.
It's such a good time.
Planet Hollywood is there for if you want loud noises and stuff like that. And regular
loud
food.
noises.
It's just Steve Carell yelling at you.
Loud noises. Yeah. God, there's so many things over there.
There's a lot of restaurants, and that's the thing that like when you go
Paddlefish?
and say I'd like to make some dining reservations for while I'm at Disney World, it's like which ones? There's a lot. All of those, and then all of the ones that are at the resorts, and then all the ones that are in the parks.
Well, I was just going to say, Disney Springs.
Let's do our top 3 in Disney Springs just off the top of our heads as actual recommendations.
Okay.
Charlie, lead us off.
Let me go.
Yeah, I would go to
ready.
The Edison. Yeah, 100% would go to the Edison.
It's all 3 of yours?
Yes. All 3.
That's all 3.
I'd go there 3 times in a row. 3-0. Woo, look at that.
3-0. Sorry if anybody is watching this after the fact. We're recording this during game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, where my Golden Knights are now leading 3-0. Go Knights, go. Anyway, I would second the Edison. I don't know if it'd be my number 1, but I would definitely have the Edison on there for sure. Caleb?
Yeah, I would have the Edison on there, but I would also put on there like the Polite Pig for a quick service.
Okay,
because you can't.
I like that
Polite Pig.
I like that.
So
you do need to have a quick service on there.
Yeah.
Like, I think I would have Homecoming as another sit down, and then Polite Pig feels like the obvious quick service to have.
Yeah, Polite Pig's just a good place.
It's good. Yeah.
It's a really good place.
Well, what Disney Springs does really well is that they highlight it's not just like chains that you can find anywhere, but they highlight some local stuff to the Orlando area. So kind of like Steve talked about on our Gideon's episode, which is kind of what he wants to do with Six Ravens, is highlight like some of the good work that other people are doing. Because there's a lot of stuff, like it's kind of an underrated food scene out there. So if you want something that's a little bit more local, Homecoming would be top.
Haven't tried it yet. I would love to. Got to get back down there. I can't. I mean, you can't go to. I mean, I guess if you're Tyler, you can go to every restaurant, but you can't go to every restaurant if you're only there every couple of years.
Grew up there.
Well, yeah, but a lot of the stuff that's there now is not there when I grew up there. So
that's fair.
I've just been back and experimented here and there. So
yeah. Yep. All right, let's see. What's another question here? Okay, going to Disney for the very first time. Super excited. With a 5-year-old in September. Any tips or tricks to bring with us? Should I invest in a stroller? Anything is appreciated, or a need to check out while we are there? ? That is from White Seal.
That's a
with a 5-year-old. Get a stroller. Like, I don't know if you need to buy a stroller.
You don't buy one. No, you can rent one.
Rent one.
Yeah,
for sure.
And if nothing else, it's a place to store your stuff.
Because you're gonna have it.
Yes, but with your 5-year-old, a day at Disney World, they're going to be storing themselves in this stroller. Yes. So they're going to get tired. They're going to whine. I mean, that's a lot of walking. Make sure that kiddo has comfortable shoes. And maybe with your 5-year-old, you could potentially have one of those backpack things. But I don't know. 5-year-old is pretty big.
I remember we brought my daughter when she was 3, and when we were there, my wife had decided that the stroller was hers, so I pushed her in the stroller while my 3-year-old was off walking and playing with the flowers because it was Flower and Garden at Epcot. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, and she was like, I just need to sit down for a little bit. And I was like, well, we're moving. She's like, cool, let me sit in the stroller. So she sat in the stroller and we moved.
Okay.
Did you date a little? Were you married to a little person?
I mean, she was shorter than me.
I mean, well, that's not saying
people are shorter than me.
Most people are shorter than you.
Right. I'm 6'2".
So even in our logo, you clearly tower above us. So that couple of inches. How tall was she?
She's still around. I don't know. She's like 5'9", 5'10".
Okay, so that's not
5'10". A 5'10" adult was in the stroller.
Oh yeah, I'll show you pictures later. It's great.
All right. I look forward to that because that's insane. I'm 5'11". I can't.
Well,
I can't
Charlie,
imagine.
the next time we're down there, I think you're trying to fit in a stroller is what I'm getting out of this.
last time I tried to fit myself into a baby stroller, it folded up on my hand and caused me to lose a fingernail. So I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, the Disney ones don't fold up like that, so I don't think you'd be in any danger.
So I'd be safe. Okay.
Yes.
Well, maybe we'll try it.
I can't promise you won't hurt yourself or other people in some other way.
For the talk.
Sure I will.
For the talk.
Yeah. Right.
But for the question, I mean, there's a lot here. I mean, the nice thing is, like, September, the weather's still going to be warm. It's not going to be like brutal summer hot. But I would say definitely take a rest day, if not like a water park day, which can just be slower paced. Don't do all the park days consecutively if you have the option. And then really, I would prioritize staying somewhere with one of the convenient methods of transportation. So kind of whatever that looks like for you, that could be Wilderness Lodge. If Magic Kingdom is a priority, because you can hop on the boat, that can be Skyliner. But yeah, I think with a 5-year-old, especially thinking about getting back at the end of the night, you want to make that as easy as possible.
I agree. 100% agree. And like, remember while this might feel like a once in a lifetime trip, it very often isn't. And you will very quickly become like the rest of us and find yourself going multiple times a year because once is not enough.
I
So
don't know
if
about
you don't get to
multiple
do,
times a year is a lot,
It is a
but
lot.
I'm
So
about to
I
have
would.
2 trips in about 5 weeks here pretty soon.
This is true. This is true. You are. But that just happened to work out that way. I mean,
Yeah,
that
I didn't
sometimes
plan
things
that
align.
going into it. It's just, circumstances arise and, I see a deal in front of me. It's like, well, I can't miss
when it
that.
presents itself,
Yeah.
kind
Kind of got to do it.
of got to do it. Yeah. And that's just it. So like take your time. Don't worry about doing everything that you had down on your list. Um, you know, mark down the things that you absolutely want to do and make those the focus. And if you do anything more than that, that's just icing on the cake. And then also remember you're in Disney, like, and just accept the magic that it is. Like, don't get worked up, don't get stressed. Your kid's gonna throw a fit. It's gonna happen. They're gonna freak out. They're probably gonna scream, and then you're probably gonna scream, and then you're gonna go have a Mickey premium ice cream bar, and the world will be fine. And don't eat a turkey leg.
Yeah, don't do that.
No.
You'll be sad. But also,
No turkey legs, no churros.
Don't try to fit in every single possible thing that you can do. Don't fill every minute of
Yeah.
every day that you're there, because it's going to be too much. Like I think that's probably the biggest tip that you can give is don't over plan, because you're going to need to be flexible. You might have some things that'll happen, that are unexpected. Rain could happen any day in Florida, and it probably happens late in the afternoon. Um, just expect that and be able to adjust to it. Knowing that you have a 5-year-old, you're probably used to adjusting the plan. So I think you probably will be able to handle it. So,
That's no
but
joke.
no, seriously, you have to be able to adjust. Like, Caleb, how old's your little one right now?
She is 4. She will be 5 in next month.
Yeah, so she's basically 5. Um, and how often do you have to adjust the plan and be like, all right, something's happening right now. I need to be a little late. This is where, like
Every day.
every day. So it
Well,
happens.
yeah. Like this
Just
morning,
understand it.
she was not having it this morning. We were late to preschool, and it's just kind of the way it is. Like, you roll with the punches. Take what you can get, and if you get more, then sweet. Also, total sidecar to this, kind of echoing a little bit too, but utilize your lightning lanes,
Oh yeah.
right? Like you're
Probably
gonna get
just say
lightning
big
lane.
tip is just absolutely get lightning lane
Yes.
for
Um,
at least 3 of the 4. Animal Kingdom is
Yes.
kind of depends on the
Eh.
day, but I'd
but
say more often than not, yeah.
and utilize the time between lightning lanes. Like don't worry about like stacking them on top of each other and hitting 3 within like an hour and a half. Like don't
much.
worry about that. Like the gap in your lightning lane, take advantage of that to slow down. Take in what you got, rest, take it easy a little bit,
Get a snack,
wander
find a
from
hidden
one to
Mickey.
the other. Right. Do the small stuff, catch a show. Those gaps in there are going to be more helpful to you than detrimental, especially with a young kid. So
Mhm.
utilize that. But also, you definitely need to do lightning lane. So
Do you guys have any tips in relation to rider swap? Since it sounds like they only have the one 5-year-old. She also didn't say, or they also didn't say whether or not it was a family of 3 that were going. But I guess we can make that make that assumption where it's 2 people and a
yes,
5-year-old.
actually, you know what? That's a good point. Don't feel bad if mom, dad, and the kid, and you ride or swap a ride because you want to ride it. Don't feel bad for that.
Do people feel guilty about that?
Like the mom and dad guilt is a thing. Like I've seen it in a number of groups. People have asked it. don't get the mom dad guilt because you want to ride Tron, but you're there with your 5-year-old or however old and they can't ride it. Like, do the swap. Like, if you want to stand in line for Tron and go ride that, like, mom or dad can take kid to wherever else and go do something while you wait. Don't feel guilty for it. Like, just don't. Like, otherwise
that's
what
why
you're
it's
going to
there.
do is,
Yep.
Right. Otherwise, you're going to feel bad because you didn't do it.
Well, one of the two of you is going to miss the ride, is what it's going to come down to. And
but what's really fun?
Bummer.
So, like, let's just play this out. Dad wants to ride Tron. Okay, mom and kid can go to Fantasyland and ride the carousel. Can do Winnie the Pooh. Can PhilharMagic, Small World,
pull the
whatever
sword from
they
the
want
stone.
over there, right? Sword from the Stone. See the stage show. You get done with Tron, and if mom wants to ride Tron, okay, go ride Tron, and they can literally just wait there while till mom gets done because she'll go in Lightning Lane.
Yeah, and she'll be back in 3 minutes.
Right, and that's including waiting in line.
It's including the ride.
Like that's everything.
Yeah.
So, like, don't feel guilty for saying that you want to ride something, and mom, you too. Mom, if you want to ride Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, or you're in Epcot and you want to ride Guardians and dad doesn't want to, like, do it. Just do it. Otherwise, you're going to feel guilty. Right. That's an option too. That's not my first recommendation. Only the brave survive.
Only the brave survive.
All right. We got one more.
One more good one.
Yeah. Charlie, you got it?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
All right. So I know my post isn't the first like this, but we are contemplating a family trip in mid-late October. Our kids will be 16, 14, 8, and 1. God bless you. And reading all these posts about plans makes me so nervous. We live on the West Coast and have taken our kids to Disneyland 4 times, which seems so easy compared to Disney World. The amount of lands and rides, seeing people's daily plans, Lightning Lane bookings has me overwhelmed. I don't know Disney World well. So first, is mid to late October a decent time to go? I think any time is a decent time to go, but mid to late October probably would be good as long as you didn't go during Halloween week.
Yeah.
Halloween week could be brutal. Temperature wise, I think you'd be doing pretty well that week.
You'd be all right.
Yeah.
How many days do you suggest?
Hurricane season.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
All the days. How many days do you suggest? This is a pretty big group. So you think 4?
Well, I did 4.
So
I would do 4 park days.
4 minimum.
Yeah. I mean, I would say no hopper. I'd probably do 6 days with 4 park days.
Yeah, I think 6 days would be good.
I would do like 6 nights.
Also.
I would do like 6 nights. That way you have a check-in day to go do a water park, and then check-out day, and then you have the time in there. It gives you plenty of rest days to hang out at your resort. Also, the 4 park days, no park hopper, Lightning Lanes, obviously. But the biggest thing that I'm hearing from there is that you need a travel advisor to help plan this out, because you've got quite the spread of people going on this trip. And to cater to all of them is going to be very difficult, because the 16-year-old is likely going to want to do something completely different than the 8-year-old.
Maybe. Maybe their interests are a little bit different.
Yeah,
Probably.
I mean, I do think it's interesting that they mention that it seems like there's so many more lands and rides, but Disneyland Resort in its 2 parks actually has more attractions than all of Disney World. So it's a little bit of a misconception there. It's just everything's so spread out. So of course, land-wise it's larger, but the actual number of things to do is approximately the same. It's just spread out over more parks. So if anything, that would make each individual day a little bit more relaxed, is the way that I would kind of approach. Yeah,
it should. It really should be. The problem with Disney World over Disneyland is Disney World takes effort. Disneyland kind of tells you what you're going to do, especially
Right.
with lightning lanes, right?
Yep,
Like
for sure.
you're going to walk in, you're going to book a lightning lane, and you're just going to pick what's available.
Yeah, I just feel bad for these guys because they started as Disneyland fans, and they're going to be perhaps a little let down with Magic Kingdom. But
yeah, I mean that's fair.
But they can see the castle. They can see the castle from the entrance, though.
Well, I hope that's worth it to them.
Point. He's got a point. You can see the castle from the TTC.
You can. Yeah. Does that make that park better than Disneyland? No, absolutely not.
Is there anything that exists that makes that park better than Disneyland? No. See, even Caleb's
I can't
come
even
around.
Try to argue. I can't even.
It's
try
hard
to argue.
I don't think it's hard to argue. Like Magic Kingdom.
No, it would be hard to argue Magic Kingdom's better.
Yeah. But Magic Kingdom was never like out of all the Disney World. But without having gone to Disneyland, I kind of already knew that I was going to enjoy Disneyland more than I enjoyed Magic Kingdom, just because it was never my favorite park. It was never the one that stood out to me. Now, these people are going to enjoy themselves and they'll have a great time. So, but it's a totally different experience. I don't know. The vibes are so different there.
So that's a good point. Honestly, I'd be like, just kind of skip Magic Kingdom.
Well,
just don't go there.
Maybe. Although, I think there's Tron is worth seeing. I think there's other things there that are worth going to. The other thing, based on that time of year, is another Halloween. Reason to have a travel advisor to make sure we're not doing Magic Kingdom on a party day.
Mm-hmm. Right, you get kicked out
unless you're also going to the party because you have shorter hours. And the crowds won't necessarily be less.
I was just going to say,
we're not going to advise you to do that with that group of people.
No.
Question: Are you doing the Halloween party? Because if you are, you should.
For sure.
I would say I don't know that the 1-year-old's going to be along for that ride at all, but they're free.
They're just sleeping everywhere anyway. It's fine.
But like
sleeping,
the trick or treat,
sleeping and pooping everywhere.
Doing the trick or treating. Like, come on, that'd be fun.
The 1-year-old.
I mean, with the
Oh man, do you know how many infants I saw when I was at the Halloween party last year?
Too many.
But are the 16 and 14-year-old gonna like the Halloween party, or they're gonna be like, can we just go down the road and go to Halloween Horror Nights?
Hang out in Adventureland. Hang out in Adventureland, and for the Halloween party, you're fine.
Just send them over to Horror Nights, and then they can do that.
That's also an option.
They can Uber back. The 16-year-old should be able to handle that, right?
Yeah, totally. You can figure it out.
Yeah,
I mean, they can figure it out.
Just say we're at Disney. Well, which hotel? I don't know.
Yeah,
the one with the rooms in the bed, and like you go in the lobby.
With the giant guitar.
Cool. The Hard Rock.
No, I think All Star
Music.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be the one.
There you go.
That'd get me there.
I was just thinking of the roller coaster guitar.
Yeah, right.
the one with the giant yo-yos.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. That would get you there.
That would get you there.
The one with the
you have to hope the Uber driver knows what's going on.
Well, right. There's that also. But you also can't do that. You have to put in a destination when you request an Uber. You can't just
go
be
that
way. You can't put in a general location. Oh God, where was I? I was in New York one time, and I had Ubered to somewhere, and the destination ended up being like the middle of the road in the middle of a park, and it wasn't anywhere near what we were trying to get to. And we got out and we're like John Travolta looking around like where are we?
Pulp Fiction,
and he just drove away, and we're like,
yeah, of course.
What do we do now?
It's like my work here is done.
My work here is done. It's time to go.
You're gonna Uber from your Uber,
right? And we had to Uber again, and we take for granted now how good location things are and how like easily you can tell where you're supposed to be going and all of that stuff. Like you can zoom in and you can be like, oh, there's the thing, and like it'll show you like the actual location. Back when I was in New York, that was not the case.
Yeah.
The stuff that they have for location-based services with Uber is fantastic. But anyway, send your 16 and 14-year-old, send them in an Uber, Halloween Horror Nights. They'll be good to go.
Yeah.
They'll have a good time.
Yeah.
They might get scared.
You know, if they have a hard time finding out where they're at or where they're going, know that you know exactly where you are, because this has been an episode of the Grinning Dads, and we thank you so much for hanging out with us here today.
Great.
If you didn't already, if you haven't
land
already,
this plane, Caleb. Land
please
this plane.
like, subscribe, follow us on all the socials. You can find us anywhere. We are the Grinning Dads. Pretty active on TikTok. All three of us are right now, which is kind of awesome. But yeah, find us there. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all the places podcasts live, Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts. We are definitely there. Like I said at the beginning of this, we are all three travel agents. We would love to help you book and plan your next vacation to Disney or wherever that is, because memories matter. But yeah, until next time, thank you again. And be sure to come out the next time the dads come out to socialize. Uber.